give you, as a head coach, will give you heart attacks. But yeah, just keep the ball out of the net and connect some passes.
I forgot they called that a scorpion.
Trouble again for McGuire this time, and Williams is going to make him pay and ties it up. So McGuire comes out, and we just talked about just making the normal plays. He gets in trouble, and there's something about this side of the goal box, and just like that, we're tied at ones.
Biasi deflected, and then Edrock tried to step into it, mishit it, kept it alive for E2. E2 flicks it in, header! It's Griffin!
April 6th, tune in, we'll be on CBS. Great layoff here, big block. Mertz on the follow-up, buries it. One of the Steel City's own scores in front of the Steel Army to give the Hounds the lead. And Mertz is able to move it forward again here. Finds a teammate, and then it slipped through. It's a brilliant bit of play here, and it's 2-0. This one's gonna count. It's a captain's goal from Danny Griffin. After some exquisite build-up play from the Riverhounds, it's a marvelous team goal.
Mertz's delivery comes all the way through, took a deflection off of Charleston, and then the follow-up gets all the way through. Bradley Sample gets Pittsburgh on the board first.
He would have had them working on this all throughout the week. But there's some big boys there, Columbus crew too.
Ball through, knocked aside, and in! It sneaks inside netting off the hands of Luke Pruder. And now Pittsburgh has the lead off the set piece.
The Hounds continually trying to find something here. Effort.
Oh my goodness!
How about that strike? And how about that for your first professional goal? Jorge Garcia clears out the cobwebs.
This has to be it for regulation. From the corner, the header! A winner in Pittsburgh! Bradley Sample forever a Riverhounds hero.
What an absolute moment for the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. They have great play to earn this corner kick, and then this ball is played perfectly into the backside. It's headed straight back to the back post area.
Glasnes, Walty, Williams, Garcia, his first touch of the game, takes a shot, curls it around and scores! Jorge Garcia, my goodness! What a strike! He just stepped on.
Again, towards the back stick, it's Mabika. Again, tough to get him past him. Oh, and it comes back in! All the way in it goes! The Hounds take the lead on a snapshot back in. And with just 8 minutes left in the half, Pittsburgh deservedly.
In this moment, so building that freedom to be dynamic.
Service inside, headed over the goalkeeper. Perrin Barnes breaks the deadlock. The Hounds on the prowl. Not a bad looking ball. And it trickles in. Robbie Mertz puts it away.
Ethan Bandre.
Mertz swings it in. Into traffic. An own goal. And Pittsburgh Riverhounds strike first in the first 15 minutes off the corner.
Either make first contact or you force the opponent into a mistake, and we see that touch by Van Kazeel. Talk about their offensive woes. Defensively, 5 clean sheets. They're amongst the top in the USL Championship.
Comes wide, now the cross, it's Williams! 2 goals in the first 20 minutes for Pittsburgh. And for the first time since opening weekend.
To play with that freedom, to play with that risk going forward, they have pinned.
Comes at an interesting time for Charleston.
A very underrated signing.
And Mertz back through for Etu. End line put in front. Well worked by Pittsburgh. That is how Bob Lilly would draw it up 10 times out of 10. And it's Bertan Jacquesin finishing it off. Down the stretch, had 5 goals and 7 starts for the Riverhounds. Given away again at the back by New Mexico. Griffin, Augie Williams saved. Loose in front, put home! Robbie Mertz pounces to the loose ball. Riverhounds go on top.
Williams against Faroux. Williams scores! Number 79! And most teams are still alive.
It's the best mess of the tournament I've ever seen. 30 of, what was it, 30 of 36?
38.
38, yep.
Good little give and go here, pumping the brakes. Follow! Hammered home by Mertz! It's the hometown hero! Robbie Mertz puts the Hounds ahead!
Have made an absolute amazing living on being able to do such. Edrach off the back line, the header that comes vertical, quickly coming up higher by Danny Griffin. Just a servant to the game at this point. With Robbie Mertz in his advanced position, no reason, 4v1, and the goalkeeper off the line that he should be allowed to get a shot off, and yet the greatness of the Pittsburgh native shines bright once.
From Wright, who's had himself a really good game as a center back role.
Corner brought to you by Toms of Maine. Looking toward that back post, saved again off the line. Twice tonight that's happened for Portland. Secondary ball in by Garcia, still loose for Jacquesin. Trying to find the lane, he does it, he scores! Finally, Bertan Jacquesin puts one through, level at 1. He is their main keeper, Hunter Morse. Jacquesin looking for his second of the night, and he has it. Calm, cool, collected down the middle, and we continue to go back and forth, level again at 2.
Last chance here for Pittsburgh to try and eke out a point. Add to the cross, the header, the goal, the last kick of the game. Oh, it's incredible, Charles O! Very last touch.
And they didn't set themselves quick enough after the fact. Too much arguing. Game management aside, the mistake on one end turns disastrous on the other. Great decision to play quickly down into the corner, and then an extremely aggressive ball to...
Bob Lilly, one of the best. Always enjoyed talking to him as well. Jacquesin, it's Williams! They've been trying to get him going. And Williams gets the Hounds on the board.
Oh, good feet.
Edrach, and then the switch. Jacquesin around Bacharach. Bertan Jacquesin! Top shelf, 2-0, Riverhounds. And Jacquesin finally.
Mertz, better service this time. The header, it's in! Knocked home at the back post. The center back's always the threat for the Riverhounds on the set piece.
Just kind of limit those errors. And you've seen a little bit of them from the defense so far, but great job by the Battery for getting the ball in.
Oh, that's a chance for Griffin. He scores off the rebound. Danny Griffin with a captain's goal for Pittsburgh. He hit it off the...
Good defensive intervention there from Joshua, but only for a moment. Et2 wins it back. Here comes Pittsburgh. Chance at a first-time serve. It gets all the way through to Augie Williams, who scores. Pittsburgh finally have a response. It's Augie Williams, and he makes it 1-1.
Yeah, and this couple, the substitutes, a 2.
Biasi sends it back for Factor. Chipped in, a terrific ball. Great early chance, and the Riverhounds find the back of the net with Charles All. Just more than 2 minutes in, All produces his second goal of the season.
Especially early on in the season.
Now Pittsburgh trying to get things started. The header bouncing around, it's loose and it's buried. Augie Williams scores for Pittsburgh inside of 4 minutes. It's Williams against McIntosh as the Riverhounds look for a second goal late in the first half. Augie Williams delivers. Top shelf, 2-0 Hounds.
Time against Hartford. Here's Luke Biasi overlapping on the right. Sends one far side. Headed down. Here's a shot to goal. Charles All in the 3rd minute, and Pittsburgh jumps on top. Ball played into the box. It's free. Burner is out. Open goal and a goal. Burner came out and Chase Boone creates, and it's 2-1 Riverhounds here in the 89th minute.
There's just singing the tail.
For Augie Williams. He goes head-to-head with Arozarena and gives Pittsburgh the lead. Never any doubt.
All good drive, but it's a line drive into the wall. First attempt blocked. Second crack, Biasi. Crossing attempt, the floater. All there, he scores! All day and all night for Charles All. Pittsburgh on the board, 1-0.
Bobby Mertz delivered into the 18. Augie Williams back post across the grain. And it's in for the opener. Pittsburgh breakthrough. Danny Griffin with a goal that just might punch their ticket to the playoffs. Well, whatever firepower they had on the bench, they are unleashing now into this match. Elvis Amo is in. That's goal bound, and it won't matter as they double the lead. The Hounds strike again with a quarter of an hour to play. Sean Suber, what a time to pick out his first.
He played for one of them. Here he is. Ball in, flicked on, thumped out, no problem.
Sean Suber again.
Would you guess that? Back-to-back games with goals after none before it for Sean Suber. Opening up, Malongo's giving it away. Oh, Augie Williams, Augie Williams! If you blink, you will be bloodied. Augie Williams, it's ruthless. It's Pittsburgh 2-0.
The shirts are coming off in the fan section.
It goes all the way through. Latching on at the top of the box is Sample. And Griffin. And queuing up. Walty!
whiz bang pop. Pittsburgh power their way to 3-0.
And the shirts are off again. One guy taking his lady friend's scarf off.
Floated over the top. Chance to maybe hit this. Instead, it's moved out wide. Mertz cuts it in. Mertz trying to get it on his right foot. Mertz! The Pittsburgh Kid gives Pittsburgh the lead in the Eastern Conference Final.